Welcome to my madness, ladies and gentlemen. Very quick little video today. I wanted to show you guys this guy right here. Now everybody knows this figure. This of course is the retro carded Johnny Storm, Human Torch, whatever you want to call him, and great figure. I would say arguably the best Human Torch figure we've ever gotten because it's a great body sculpt. I love the translucent thing. And just, it fits with the character pretty much across the board, all around. It's just a really good representation. Like, if you can only have one Johnny Storm on your shelf, there's a good argument to be had that it should be this one right here. He looks really good. Just nice, you know, translucent goodness. But, my opinion, you could make him better. In fact, you could turn him into this. Now, there's not a lot of differences here between these two. If we take a look at this one right here, not a whole lot going on, not much different there, but I did do a couple of key things that I think made a big difference. And to be honest, I did this one because I wanted it to look distinct from this one, because I wanted these to be two different versions of the Human Torch. I'm going to keep this one on my Fantastic Four shelf and keep him as Johnny Storm, but this one I wanted to represent the original Human Torch for my Invader shelf, and I needed them to look different enough, but I wanted to use this figure. So I just did basically three things that are very quick and simple and easy to do to go from this to this. First of all, I painted all the flames on here. It's one of the things that I don't like about this figure is that the flames are, well, first of all, you've got two different kinds of flames. You've got the flames that are actually painted on here and on his head, and then you've got the kind of translucent flame piece that goes on his back, and he does have some other flame pieces that you can like put on his leg and things like that. But the main one, of course, is this one that fits on his back. Well, you've got basically kind of a red painted here and on the arms, and then translucent orange plastic there. I just didn't like it. It didn't look good. So I wanted to paint those. So essentially what I did is I just painted them all yellow, painted everything yellow. Actually redid his flame hairline a little bit there as well, and then came back over it with a nice bright orange to touch it up. I also did glue this to his back so that it would not come off, because these are notorious for coming off. If you move them around too much, they just pop right off. So I just put a little bit of glue right there in the center and then placed it on his back like that. Other thing that I did was I removed all the stripes from the figure. They look cool and they're very representative of, you know, old school, you know, Johnny Storm, Human Torch, that kind of thing. But I wanted it to look different, so I took all these stripe marks and I just got rid of those with some acetone. And then when I was all done with that, I hit the whole thing with a matte finish. And that, to me, did a couple of things. One, it just made the details pop a lot more because it's not so shiny and full of glare that you can't actually see the details. Like, you can see the details on his face and on his muscle tones now in a way that you can't on this one. And also it just made it look more like a premium figure when it's just not as shiny and glossy. It doesn't look as cheap. And I really like that look. So now I've got the same figure twice with just a couple of quick, easy upgrades to make it stand out as basically a different character on my shelf. And if it wasn't for the fact, honestly, that I wanted a distinction between these two because I'm a huge Invaders fan and I'm building up an Invaders display, honestly, I would just do this for my regular Johnny Storm, and I would just have that be Johnny Storm on my shelf. But as it sits, I want them to be different and distinct. So here we have Johnny Storm, and here we have the original OG Invaders Human Torch. So anyway, that's it, guys. Just want to show you that. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think. I appreciate you watching, and always remember to enjoy your collection.